Good morning and welcome to the DFS Army YouTube channel. I'm Razzle11. You can find me on X at Razzle11Grinds. Here to take a look at pitching for today, the 27th of June. It is Saturday, and we do have a 4-game early slate and an 8-game main slate this evening. I'm recording this at 4 a.m., so I'm not quite sure about the weather just yet. So we're just going to look at pitching for what it is at this point. Make sure you pay attention to any weather updates that do pop. And make some adjustments from there. Interesting 4-gamer. I have not looked at the 8-gamer at all yet, so that will be a true first look. And I am looking at DraftKings as that is where a majority of my action is. If you play FanDuel, cut my pool in half or so. Pricing isn't quite as tight. You don't have to be as creative. It allows you to get stacks you want with an upper tier-ish pitcher. All right, let's just jump right in. Get this hammered out. Texas, Toronto. Dylan Cease is going to be one of my favorite pitchers on this slate. Just a ton of upside. I still don't really believe in this Texas lineup at all. But Cease does have some volatility, right? Like, walks can be an issue, and then home runs can show up. But at the same time, like, he just offers so much K upside. And they let him throw a ton of pitches, which is always a bonus, right? 108 and 110 pitches in each of his last 2 starts. He just returned from the IL just 3 starts ago as well, so they're definitely not holding him back by any means. Just a ton of upside. The other side, I don't know if it's going to be Kumar Rocker or who it's going to be. Some site is listing Quantrill as starting, but that would be kind of an opener situation. I don't really know, but I don't really have any interest in whoever is pitching for Texas. Toronto just doesn't strike out enough for me to use mediocre pitching against them. Cincy Pitt, hopefully this weather thing isn't a big issue. We get Chase Burns on the mound. Just plenty of K upside in this matchup with Pittsburgh. Probably more volatility for Chase Burns than with Dylan Cease. But Burns doesn't quite have the same... Well, I mean, his walks are up there, but I don't think they're as extreme as Cease. And he doesn't seem to have that home run issue as much either. He has allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in all but 1 start. So that's 14. I think we have 14 starts, 2 earned runs or fewer for Chase Burns. For me, he's probably the best option on the slate, but I do really love the combination of Burns and Cease. Jared Jones left his last start with an elbow scare or whatever, gets an extra day of rest, etc. Obviously, we need to pay attention a little bit here. It's been kept into the mid-70s for pitch count, so that can be an issue, but there's a lot of upside facing Cincinnati. The problem, like I mentioned, he's probably not going very deep. He's probably just a 5-inning guy. But given that it's a 4-game slate, that puts him squarely in play on the slate. Kansas City and the White Sox. Davis Martin has had a pretty good season so far. Was so-so against Kansas City. He has been far better when at home, which is where he's at. Those numbers are phenomenal. ERA of 101, 0.95 whip. Pretty strong. 2 out of his last 4 starts have been really bad, though. I do think there's obviously regression. He has been nowhere near this kind of pitcher previously. Does not mean that regression is going to hit immediately, but it's just something to keep in mind. He is somebody I'm going to play, but I'm not forcing him in above, Burns, Cease, maybe not Jones either. It becomes tougher because Jones is, a 5-inning guy. So maybe Martin ends up my 3rd pitcher. Or they're very similar in my ranks, I guess. Michael Wacha, probably the ultimate GPP option on this slate. Put up 33 fantasy points against the White Sox earlier this season. He is weaker on the road, and the White Sox just put up 20-some runs on Kansas City on Friday night. I think that's going to lead to the White Sox being a bit overowned. So I think Wacha is one of those really sneaky GPP plays on this slate. Philadelphia and the Mets. Now, I understand I'm not really eliminating many pitchers, like basically the Texas starter. Uh, Christian Scott is somebody I might eliminate a little bit or just go underweight on. He is talented for sure. I don't really like the spot. I like Philadelphia quite a bit more. Um, just make sure that he is starting. He didn't go on a rehab assignment through a simulated game. There could be some restrictions coming out. Um, he just didn't play really because it's a 4 game slate. So I'd mix him in. On the other side, Alan Rango or Ronhell, I'm not sure if how it's pronounced. 72 pitches last time out, 5 innings. Looked pretty good, just a solo home run allowed. It's second appearance at the major league level. Just one allowed in each appearance. 9 strikeouts in 8 innings. The Mets are kind of dysfunctional, having fired their manager. I think he's in play. He's probably the well, I shouldn't even say probably. He's the only cheap guy, right, that's in play over Rocker, whoever Texas goes with. Probably works out as a pairing with Cease and Burns if you want to stack Philadelphia based on price points. I think that's really the only worry for stacking is the Philadelphia price points. Maybe some of Cincinnati, but a lot of them have struggled enough recently. Switching over to the main slate this evening. Looks like we're getting the Seattle piggybacking situation showing up potentially. Washington, Baltimore, have to consider Foster Griffin because he's pitching like he's never pitched before. 100 plus pitches in 3 straight starts. 1 earned run allowed in 4 straight. Just been pretty solid. Baltimore has struggled enough. He's been better on the road, coincidentally. I think Foster Griffin just has to be utilized. Brandon Young on the other side, strong starts in 2 out of his last 3. I think we can sprinkle him in. You know, the Washington lineup has struggled enough recently, but they are very volatile. They could show up, and Young could definitely struggle. He can struggle with walks. He's not a huge K guy as well, so he does have to go clean. He's probably somebody that I consider being like the last man into my pool at this point. Seattle, Cleveland. Hopefully, some of this probable long reliever stuff gets figured out. I think we just have to use Logan Gilbert. He's been phenomenal recently. The Cleveland lineup is atrocious. I think we just have to because I don't think they're necessarily going to like super limit him. Maybe they only go 5 innings, but he could go 6 with Hancock going 2 or something. You know what we saw with Bryce Miller and Luis Castillo. They do still let Bryce Miller go 5 to 6 innings or whatever. So because of that, I think Logan Gilbert's in an excellent position. Extra day of rest as well coming in. I just have to believe in the matchup. Unless something comes out that says, hey, we're just going to split them 3 innings each or something, then that would adjust my belief on Gilbert. But for now, I'm going to treat Gilbert like a normal starter. Colorado, Minnesota. I woke up half an hour ago to find out that the Minnesota bullpen absolutely sucks and gave up a 7-0 lead. Technically, 2 of the runs went to Taj Bradley, but it's just insane. Paredes hasn't been terrible, but not anything special. Is getting stretched out. I don't think we can use him. Just not sure there's enough upside. It's obviously a plus matchup, but again, Minnesota's bullpen sucks. The other side, Lorenzen, he's had a couple decent starts recently. Ironically, both against the Cubs. I don't think I'm getting to Lorenzen. I don't really want to utilize him. Cubs and Brewers. Kyle Harrison definitely going to be in play. Since his struggle with the A's, he's been good. Just 10 strikeouts in 12 and a third. Strikeout numbers have kind of come down. They're actually all over the place, right? Like he's got 3 double-digit strikeout games this season, and then he has 4 games of 3 or fewer strikeouts. So just kind of all over the place, but elite performance the first time he faced the Cubs. I will take that upside any day of the week. David Peterson on the other side, traded first start for the Cubs, has not been very good this season. I'm going to play the wait and see how he performs with the Cubs in the spot. St. Louis, Miami. Payente, probably a last man in type. It might come down to debating he or like Brandon Young or something. Not a ton of upside overall. Can sneak in some strikeouts here and there. Has a few, a handful of 20 plus fantasy point performances. So maybe. He actually just hasn't been as good at home, which is kind of shocking because St. Louis is pretty decent pitcher's park overall. Just not a big K guy, and that's kind of an issue in today's DFS. Ryan Gusto, not really going to be interested in him at all, even though Max Meyer looked pretty good on Friday night. San Diego and the Dodgers. Yamamoto, coming off of a weaker performance against Baltimore after having some dominant performances, put up 27 DK points first time he faced San Diego this season. He's been even better on the road, which is where he's at this evening. Yamamoto, somebody I'm going to utilize. I don't mind picking on San Diego at this point. Randy Vasquez is not going to interest me. The Dodgers lit him up. I just don't like it. Walker Buehler looked decent against them, but I don't think Randy Vasquez is going to be that guy. Atlanta, San Francisco. Bryce Elder's looked rough the last two starts. They're letting him get just absolutely demolished, smacked around, etc. Good ballpark for him, so I think I am going to go to Elder, but I will be honest, I do not want to go super heavy on him at this point. The other side, Logan Webb, I will be going heavier on Logan Webb. He's looking better and better as the season has gone on. 2 earned runs or fewer in 5 straight starts and 6 of 7. And he's pitching at home in this ballpark where traditionally he's been really good. He's been weaker at home this season, kind of getting BABIP'd by the looks of it, allowing nearly a 300 batting average, just 4 walks and just 1 home run at home. So I expect those numbers to kind of correct themselves. So Logan Webb is somebody that I will be utilizing a decent chunk on this slate. Last game on the slate, the A's and Angels. Jack Perkins, interesting a little bit, but he just has been allowing too many runs. I don't think I'm getting there. Plus his last start was against the same team. Don't love that, but the K upside is there. So if you do want to go with Perkins, understand it's super volatile, but there is K upside. He, if I remember correctly, he is a reverse splits guy, so pay attention to see how right-hand heavy that the Angels lineup is. On the other side, Reed Detmers, somebody that I am going to love playing. He has struggled twice against the A's this season. Something to pay attention to. 13 runs allowed in 11 2/3 innings. 8 strikeouts in one of them. He does have the K upside to absolutely dominate, but he can be volatile. This A's squad obviously can put up a bunch of runs, etc. I love the upside, but he's purely a GPP play because there's no consistency or reliability with him. There we have it. There's our first look at the pitching. If you enjoy what it brings you, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell, and get the alert anytime we drop videos here at DFS Army. If you want to join us, get access to our coaches, tools, sheets, Discord, etc., I will drop links in the description below. You can use promo code RAZ, R-A-Z, for 10% off any MLB package, or Best Ball 2026 gets you 20% off any NFL or VIP Core 4 membership at DFS Army. That Core 4 does include baseball, so there will be a link to our merch store in the description below. Check it out. Check out my design, some of the other stuff we have. Hit my comments. Let me know who's your number one guy on this slate. Are you playing, Brandon Young against a struggling Washington offense? Best of luck, everybody.